What's up, Guam? I'm Dave Delgado. Welcome to KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. Tonight on the show, we'll take a look at some girls' high school soccer, boys' middle school basketball, along with some rugby from the UOG field. Check it out. In girls' high school soccer, the Southern High Dolphins opened their season up with a win over the Harvest Eagles on the road. The defending champs picked up the 4-1 win at the Harvest Field. April Toledo got the Dolphins on board minutes into the contest. Teammate Tiana Sakaba found the back of the net later in the first half, assisted by Paige Serber to put the Dolphins up 2-0. Alicia Beneventi would cut into Southern's lead after she was able to get her shot to go for the home team. Southern's Paige Serber capitalized on her penalty kick to give the Southern High Dolphins the 3-1, barely getting the ball over the keeper's head. After two halves of play, the Dolphins took the game by the score of 4-1. Turning to boys middle school basketball, the FBLG Hawks took home this year's GTA GDOE IIAAG 2013 All-Island Tournament title with the 48-41 win over the Untalon Wildcats. The Hawks were led by Anthony Castro in the win with 18 points, 9 rebounds. For the Untalon Wildcats, Nathaniel Kyle Gayton put up 25 points in his team's losing effort. Gayton was also selected as the tournament MVP, averaging 19 points a game. Week 1 of the first ever Heineken Rugby 15s kicked off this past weekend at the UOG field. In the first game, the Chiefs battled the Dokes in a game that definitely did not disappoint the fans in attendance. From beginning to end, the game had a high level of physicality. In the first half, PJ Calvo came up with big runs to move the ball, but the Dokes quickly recovered as Keith Sue ran the ball in later in the half. With the failed conversion, the score stood 5-0 at halftime. The second half didn't see a change of pace as both teams came out battling for possession. Gregorio Borja went for a spectacular drop goal midway through the attack, but the ball veered to the right. After a heated penalty, the Chiefs were granted the option to kick for points. The kick went slight to the left and kept the score at 5-0 in favor of the Dokes. With fatigue setting in and time running out, the Chiefs' Somo Antalon punched his way into the try zone. A failed extra point tied the score at 5-5. With only 10 minutes left in the game, the teams kept battling it out inch by inch. In the last play of the game, the Dokes were granted a penalty kick for a try to win the game. With the failed kick, the game ended with a 5-5 tie. In the second match, the Lions faced off against the Riders, both teams led by fellow Guam Rugby national players Rob Leon Guerrero and Gerard Uggan. The game was another high-quality matchup. Quick ball and hard scrums took play throughout the first 15 minutes of the game. Will Williams went in for the opening try of the match. After a few small penalties from kickoff, the Lions worked their way back over the try line with the run by Matt Sablon. Ryan Claros would go in for another try, giving the Lions the lead 20-0 at the half. Riders player Paul Stacchio punched in a try for their first score of the match. Both teams continued to battle, but it was the Lions that seemed to find their way to the try line more often. 3 more tries brought the score to 45-10. Will Williams, Matt Sablon, Ryan Claros, Carlton Cakes, Stephen Santos, and Rob Leon Guerrero all scored tries for the Lions, while Vince Campos and Ryan Estacchio scored a try apiece for the Riders. Action resumes this weekend when the Riders battle the Chiefs at 1, followed by the Lions taking on the Dokes at 3 o'clock this Saturday at the UOG field.